Okay. Oh my god, I'm a grandma.
How old are you?
31.
What? I want your skincare routine.
Wait, so you tell me you're how old?
23.
Okay. So Miss Iris,
Hey you.
how do you feel?
I feel overwhelmed and I feel that I've lost so much time in so many castings, but whatever.
Okay, is this usually how you feel when you have castings?
When I have castings, I feel like I have to be focused and I'm not there to play, and I have to really get in my mind and really just, okay, take it easy, but really give my 100%. But sometimes, the client is not really looking for your profile. And when I'm in those castings, I feel so grateful because I have the opportunity in the first place. And this is my dream and I do it with my heart. And but it kind of sucks when, maybe they are looking like for a woman that is like the opposite of me. That maybe they are looking for a white blonde girl and I'm just not it, and I don't mind. I actually love my profile, but just they could have told me before, you know what I mean? So I could have saved time.
When you prepare for castings, do you actually do some research on a brand or on the casting director?
No.
Nothing?
I don't, because I don't want pressure. I just see the location and I show up, because sometimes I do big deals, but I don't know that they are big deals, and I love it because then I just feel like, I really do believe that when you just let things flow and you do your 100%, but it's even better when you don't have the pressure. Because sometimes you meet people, that are very important in casting directors, but you don't know, and it's even better because you're just normal, you're just chill.
So you don't have any, let's say, a routine to prepare for
I listen to music. I pray a lot, so much. I pray so much, and I kind of just motivate myself, because when you speak, what you say about yourself, it's really important. It's really not what other people say about you, but it's you. You gotta believe in yourself. Some people just can be like, "Oh, you're not it," or be like, "Oh, you're it," but you gotta feel it. You know what I mean? You can't fake some stuff. You gotta really believe it.
So you're religious?
I am. But wait, I don't go to church, but I believe in God. I pray a lot. I don't believe in church, but I believe in God. I feel like miracles really do exist,
That's cute.
Yeah, yeah. Like one miracle for me was actually PDF channel. I've done
PDF channel?
Yeah, it's a brand, it's an important brand for Fashion Week. Last Fashion Week in January, and it was this open casting, and I was like, they were looking for men, only men, but I was like, I'm gonna go. Who cares, And they wanted to see me, and then I was really just okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do whatever, I'm gonna do my best, But I didn't really think that it would have called me this time, because they were looking only for men, and they usually do men. But I was like, why not? Maybe something happens, And they created a spot for me in the show, just for me. I was the only one girl model.
So that's the miracle.
Yeah, that is the miracle. Yeah, they were like, we love you, but we don't know what to do with you. And I was like, oh, thank you. And they just created this role for me in the show for Fashion Week.
Wow, beautiful. It was the last Fashion Week, no?
Last Fashion Week, January,
yeah, I think
Fashion Week.
I saw the videos, yes.
So grateful to this date.
So even for the Fashion Week, do you not prepare yourself physically, or do you think you have to meet some requirements?
I go a lot to the gym. I try to eat more clean, but I feel like I try to eat whatever I want, because when I don't, I feel frustrated, and it's not it, Just I try to spend a lot of time at the gym, maybe 2 hours, almost every day. But I like it because it's kind of my comfort zone. When I don't want to see nobody, I go there and I feel better. It's my hobby, so yeah. I love it. Even when I don't have to do castings, I just go there because it's my safe place, kind of. I just love it, because even when maybe I'm stressed or sounds crazy, but when I'm tired and I go to the gym, I feel better. I just love it.
Yeah,
I think
get
that I feel better at the gym than just staying on the bed at home. I don't know why.
You say sometimes you're stressed. What would you say is the main source of your stress?
I just do so many stuff. Like I just can't, rest. It's just my thing. I have to always be doing something. Always.
But for you, right?
Yeah, yeah. I do many things. I can't stay home doing nothing. I think it's kind of part of my personality.
But how come it feels like you want to do this, but then it gives you also stress?
Sometimes it does, because you don't, well, for sure, but you don't decide. You're just always thrown at other people's hands, kind of. You can do your best, whatever, but they gotta like you. So sometimes it's frustrating because it's not really about you, but it's actually about some people. And sometimes you can meet someone that is envious of you, or maybe is just a bad person and just they don't want to give you the opportunity. Kind of. And
if you feel like it's not completely.
Maybe they have something against you, but you didn't do nothing, and they prefer to give the opportunity to someone else. Kind of. If I can explain myself. So sometimes it is frustrating, but whatever.
It's frustrating, but since you understand that it's kind of out of your control, does this mean that you're also okay when you don't get jobs anyway? Because you're like, it's not my fault.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't care. Yeah. I when I was like maybe 3 years ago, I was taking things more personally. But when I started to just be like, really don't care. Like, really, things started to work out way better for me. And I started to really book way better jobs.
Do you think you really changed your mindset from the beginning?
Yeah, and I think that I really believe in energy, because when you really want something so bad, it doesn't work out. It's just people can feel like you're desperate.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is, but when you just be like, take off the pressure and you just do it because you actually like it, because it's your dream and you're just grateful to be there, and you give your 100. It's just okay. When I go to castings, for example, my one rule is I don't care if they book me or not. I will be so great that even if they don't book me, I was just perfect, and it's just on you. You don't book me, okay, but I was perfect, so I was just great, so it's on you.
And when you started doing this job, how were you though?
I was like, I gotta be great, I gotta be amazing, because to do this job you really have to invest a lot of time, and sometimes also money. So I was like, okay, I gotta do my best, whatever. But at the same time I was like, please book me. I was obsessed. I swear to you. But then I've met my old managers, and they weren't good for me at all. And
the first agency?
Yeah, and I was depressed because they didn't give me castings, and I was like, why?
Did they approach you to sign, or?
I did. I remember I kind of did this prayer in my mind. I was like, God, I was in front of the door before entering, and I was like, God, if they don't sign me, I will give up. I don't care. Oh wait, just take a long break, because nobody wanted to sign me for 1.5 years.
So you try to approach a lot of agencies?
Yeah.
From where? Like from Instagram, from their website, from
website, with emails. Yeah, I was actually meeting them, but I don't know. I feel like also like these kind of things gotta happen on their own, but at the same time you gotta do stuff. I don't ever want to feel like I'm forcing too much.
Yeah, but you also shouldn't just wait,
Yeah. But one thing is actually fighting. I can see some results and kind of understanding that it's your path. And another thing is actually forcing and nothing happening. But yeah, they signed me, and then I was with them, and then I had great options, and then I got some good jobs, but it was kind of tough. I was getting one casting every 3 months, in Milano, and there are thousands and thousands of castings. Like, come on.
So you went and asked them why?
Yeah, and they were
And
like, oh, because we are not receiving enough castings that are actually looking for you. BS. It's actually BS. BS. I don't care. They were actually a good agency, but not for me. But at the same time, I am grateful to them, because if they didn't sign me, I would have not give up. I would have took like a break, really. But I've done great stuff also with them.
how long did you stay with them for?
2 years. I've done Tommy Finger with them. I've also done a show. I've done some cute stuff with them, but I felt like I could have done more, because like they were giving very few castings, but I could have booked them. So I was like, if you just give me more castings, I can do more. You know what I mean? And they eventually kind of stopped giving me the castings. And then I was like, I changed agency. I wanted to change agency maybe after 1 year that I was with them, because I wasn't doing very much, and they were like, no, stay with us, please, whatever. And I stayed with them, but it really hurted me that I was with them and they still didn't push me, like really push me. So I was feeling so bad, because it was like, oh my god, maybe they're telling the truth. I was having so much doubt, because it's so hard to find a great agency that signs you, that pushes you, that believes in you, and that wants to invest in you. So I was really having a hard time, and I couldn't have kind of the strength to close the contract. So I was looking for agency while I was having the contract open, praying that I was making the right choice, because maybe I was afraid. I was afraid that I would have changed agency and it would have get even worse, because there are so many models that are signed with really big deals of agency, and they don't work at all. At all.
Because maybe they have so many models as well.
Yeah, like Elite or something like that. Just I know some people, some girls like that. But thank God it just ended up working out, and now I'm in Milano almost every day.
So now you have one agency, which is
major.
Oh, but I was gonna say yes, because I saw you in the on the website of Major. Like you're the
I'm the
avatar girl.
avatar.
I was like, oh, it's Irie.
For 2 years now. 2 years. They left me there for like 2 years. They wanted to sign me for a lot of time, but I wasn't sure about them, because I was afraid that I was gonna leave and go there, and they didn't make me work, and it didn't have sense, to kind of close a contract and get in another contract, because you can't close always the contract. You gotta wait like 2 years, and then it just keeps going if you don't stop it like 6 months before of
You
the
have
end.
to tell them 6 months before.
And I was afraid to tell them 6 months before, and then for 6 months not working at all.
Yeah, but it's I don't know how to say in English. It's not a leap of faith. Like you just have to jump to see.
Yeah.
Like, if you just stay there, you're not gonna know what's gonna happen if you would have changed, right? So of course it's scary, but sometimes you really have to do scary things.
Yeah, but I was doing kind of some stuff, because like as I told you before, I've done like Tommy Fingers. I was like little but good, not little and trash.
But you wanted to do more.
More. And I wanted it to kind of be part of my life, like almost every single day, So thank God I did it.
Yeah.
And I changed.
So things are going great with Major.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
The change that I saw the most from France is the payment.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's very, very late. So I wanted to ask you, how is it for you?
Wait, with Major is great, because I can ask for payment advanced and they give it to me. So I never have to worry with money with them. Thank God. That is something that I had to worry with.
Yeah, because it's
3 months.
100. Yeah.
And sometimes they don't even give it after 3 months. They give it way late.
1 year later.
Yeah, but I'm with 2 years also sometimes. Oh my God. No, really, it's crazy. And it's maybe sometimes it's not even that big amount of money. So they make you wait for that money for so long. You know what I mean?
But wait, so if you had your money very late, how would you sustain? How would you survive? I don't know if you live by yourself or if you...
I'm with my mom. So I was with my mom. I was also like, I was 18, so I was still living with my mom and my dad. No, not my dad, my mom. And I was, yeah, doing it. And also I study at university. And I don't know how to say it in English. Borsa di studio.
The scholarship that you have. No. La borsa di studio is this. The
Like the thing that they pay you kind of to study.
Yes, is this. Yeah.
So I was kind of managing my money like that and yeah, investing in it. Then with major, I'm calm with them because I write them an email, whatever. If I do a job, you know, in 1 month, I can ask my money and they give it to me.
Right now you still live with your mom?
Yeah.
So you don't have another job?
No, I just have this one and I studied uni. So.
You're still at uni?
Mm-hmm.
What do you study?
Journalism.
Wow. So what you want to do after after you study, you still want to work in modeling if it works well?
I really, really, really wish to be a top model one day, please God. And I also have an agency of acting. So yeah, I didn't have my debut yet, but yeah, hoping that also that goes right. And I'm studying because I feel like I told you, I can't just, I don't know, like, I can't rest. I need to do so many stuff, you know what I mean? But journalism is something that I wanted to study for a long time. So I think that this is the moment to do it.
You said one of your dreams is to be a top model, right? What is a top model? How would you describe it?
Someone that has beauty contracts, that can actually live, but really live good, you know, making big money, traveling by modeling for big brands, and constantly doing it. And even when you hit, you know, a certain age, whatever, certain age. But yeah, even when you just grow up, you know, you can keep a certain level, a high level. I really wish. It's my dream.
What do you think you can do to achieve that, or is it just mostly luck?
I think that when something is for you, it's for you. But you gotta fight for it. You know, there is this old man once that told me, you know, in life things has to be conquered, and that is so true. But you really have to go out there and fight. And I think that just take every single opportunity that I could ever take, and not wait. Just do it when it's time, you know, and pray, and create also myself some opportunities.
Well, how do you create opportunities for you, since, you know, it's the agencies that find you the castings, it's the client that decide to book you? So what do you do by yourself to make those opportunities come to you?
Go to events like crazy. Just go, and don't go just to go. Go to have a good time, but just be there, and also talk to photographers, talk to people, really expose yourself, follow photographers on Instagram, follow casting directors on Instagram, write to them, check their stories, wait for them to be looking for a model like you, and just be like, I'm interested, you know, and go also abroad and try to get signed also abroad. And yeah.
So is all this stuff that you do?
I do.
Or that you, okay. So for example, the events is mostly the events during the fashion week, I guess, or even throughout the year.
Fashion weeks, or some other events. So sometimes, you know, pops up, you know, maybe one of your mother friend can just hit you up and be like, oh, there is this kind of event of this brand, you know, come with me, whatever, and just go and be ready to actually just don't be there, but just be, you know, looking for some opportunities.
So when you go with a business mindset.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you know you're gonna talk to people.
Yeah.
How do you? I'm very impressed, because how do you do that? How do you go to somebody that you don't know, or maybe you just saw this person, you know that it's a casting director, or you know it's a photographer? What do you say?
When people are at events, It's kind of different because everybody is kind of there to have a great time, to enjoy, to kind of engage with other people, to meet new people. So you just go there and you just talk, and by talking, maybe you discover that, oh, this person works with this brand, and just things pops up, kind of. I don't know, whatever. Just things, comes out, and you just be like, oh, I'm a model, whatever, and just like that, and what is meant to happen will happen.
Are you kind of naturally, I mean, not naturally, but are you extroverted
already? I was so introverted before, but when I started to modeling and always be in Milano, since you meet so many people on the set, I started to be extroverted because I had to talk with people.
You force yourself to.
Yeah. Otherwise, they kind of think that you are a bitch.
Really?
When you're not, when I'm not, but just maybe I'm shy, whatever. But I feel I'm shy when I'm not on the set, whatever. I'm more of an introvert. I have literally 4 friends. But when I am in Milano and I am on the set or at the event, I literally force myself to be, present, because people really can help you, out of also kindness, if you are a good person.
Yes.
But you don't have to be a good person just because then people can do something for you. I feel like when you are really and truly a genuine good person, the right people, your people, will see you. When you think of a model, like if you were a casting director, and you want to book a model, you don't want to book, someone that, I don't know, is just there. You want someone with personality. You want someone that can influence people. You want someone that is, has this aura, and you have it inside of you, of course, but you just gotta bring it out when the moment is right.
Yeah, because there's so many models anyway at a casting that you also have to stand out.
Yeah. And if you want the job, you gotta be literally just unique. And it's not really about the way that you look. I think that it's really about who you are inside.
At first, seeing you at the castings, I thought you knew a lot of people all the time, because you're just like, hey, wow, what's up? You just talk to everybody. You smile. You're like, very solar. And also now I understand more if you also try to stand out more, So it actually
but
works.
After a while, you really meet, like, you work with some people, you meet people, are always the same people. At some point, everybody. For real, like.
Yeah, even the casting directors as well. So maybe with what attitude to go there, since
I never know how to go there. I just go.
That's it. Okay, we're doing great.
Yeah, you're making an amazing job. Perfect.
This is my career right here. I should just do that. What do you think the qualities are to be a great model, let's say?
Have a personality. Really understand what kind of impression you want to give to other people. And you don't have to care about what other people think about you, but just focus on what you want to, the impression that you want to give, and be it. And then who wants to understand will understand, and who doesn't want to understand, who cares? And do it because you love it. And if you do it great. You don't go there to play. It's a job. So many people be like, oh, but you just gotta go there and post. No. It's hard, actually, because you gotta travel, and you go, or you arrive on the set already tired, but at the same time also be a good person, never just no, really, because there are so many models that are nasty. Just be kind, and go on the set and really have your aura and bring only what you can bring on the set, period.
So it's not just about being
and don't
pretty.
Compare yourself to nobody. Just you are there because it was meant for you. You are there because you're worthy, and period. And you don't see nobody else.
Is this stuff that you repeat yourself to believe them? Because I feel like if you start from a young age, it's very easy to.
But you understand this one. You understand it. You kind of just by living day after day, you know.
Yeah.
You grow to kind of understand it, but it's hard from when you're a young teenager, because you know when you're a young teenager you have so many insecurities, you have so many thoughts in your head, you know, so it's hard. But for my experience, this is what I've learned so far. So yeah.
Did working in this industry made you change the way you looked at yourself?
I became more extrovert and more confident, way more
It
confident.
helped you with confidence.
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
But because when you are so exposed, you know, so many people are always looking at you. You are always in front of the camera, and when you're not in front of the camera, you are at castings and you are constantly being judged. You have to be confident at some point, otherwise they're gonna you're gonna go crazy. You know, you can't afford to be weak.
Let's say in a more conventional job,
Okay.
you have a career, you have promotions, you step up in a company, let's say. In modeling, how does this work? Is there a way to step up? Is there stuff that mean more than others? Is there maybe a career in which you can switch that means more, I don't know, or for which you can earn more money? Or is it quite constant?
I think everything is connected. You can do maybe a job today that pays very low, but it's actually something that is gonna, you know, there is a casting director there that knows you from that job, and you know they're gonna book you for something, you know, that pays so much. I think that you always have to do everything, you know, every job, every opportunity, you have always to take it, because you never know what can happen from that. You know, it's not like you have to do something to be always there. You know, you get there with time, because you meet people, you know, and when the right person sees you and likes you, you got it. But always takes every single opportunity, every single gig.
I don't think you are very vocal
on my social.
Yeah.
That is on purpose.
Tell me.
That is really on purpose. I feel like when you hit a certain level in life, in every career that you choose, you are more free to speak about certain stuff. But if you are still trying to, you know, make it, you have to shut up a lot, because you can burn some opportunities. It's horrible, but it's true. People don't want problems, and if you make problems, you are going to lose so many opportunities, you know, and nothing else is going to change. You know what I mean? So
what do you mean by that? Like nothing is going to change?
Because if you don't have much influence, you know, people don't listen to you, you know. Like for example, if Naomi Campbell says something, people are more willing to listen to her than a normal model that have just started, or maybe it's in the industry but has very little followers and doesn't have fans. Because people listen to you when they respect you, people listen to you when they look up to you, people listen to you when you have done, you know, something that they really wish, and they actually take you as an inspiration. And if you're saying something, you know, and you look like you know what you're saying, and what you're saying is actually makes sense, people listen to you. You know what I mean? But if you don't have contacts, you don't have that influence, people don't listen to you. Some people could listen to you, but not many, and you can lose opportunity.
It's also how it starts, right? I'm sure there's at least 10 people that look up to you. At least one, you know? So that would still be one person that's gonna listen to you, and maybe this person is gonna share what she learned, what they learned in what you said, like in your video or whatever. And then these other, you know, it's gonna be like a snowball effect. So it depends if you, I don't think you can change the world anyway, just like this, you know?
Yeah.
Even an influencer. So
Yeah, but if you kind of look back to models that were in the industry before us, you know, in the 90s, for example, they speak about what happened what happened to them after that they've hit a certain level, and people be like, oh, but that wasn't fair, you know, whatever.
because they were afraid, I guess.
They were afraid. They were afraid. And because if they would have speak at that time, they would have lost everything. Because it's so hard to find your people. Not your people, but to find, you know, your opportunities.
So maybe we can see it as
And if you create problems, you know, people goes hard on you. You have to kind of look after yourself, because what you're saying has an impact on yourself. You know, you really, so you start to hit a certain age at some point that you have to take responsibility for every single word that you say, every single one. And even when you are in a certain level that is very high or whatever, you still can't say much sometimes, because otherwise you're gonna burn yourself.
Is there people that you look up to?
My mom. I love her, and actually she's one of my biggest inspiration. And
How come?
my mom, because she's never afraid to do the jump. She's always ready to jump, you know. When something ends, she's like, okay, you know, she's not like attached to stuff. She's always really willing to let it go, and she's also willing to be the one to end it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I swear to you. And she's also so strong, and yeah, let's just look up to her. She's great.
Do you ask her for advice, even professional?
Sometimes. Sometimes, because my mom has a really hard character. She's Nigerian, but like hard. You know, and sometimes when you ask her advice, she insults you.
Oh, nice. She just tells you I love you.
Yeah. And then I love Rihanna. Yeah, like she is one of my biggest inspiration, because she literally came from nothing, like nothing at all, and she were able to kind of make it, and she was alone, you know what I mean? She didn't have like a rich father, a rich mom, or whatever, you know. And she really did it. I don't even think it's because she's like the best singer or the most beautiful woman, but because of her character, of what she has inside, you know.
Yeah, it's a great source of inspiration, because she's a successful businesswoman now. She doesn't need to sing anymore anyway. I see you someone with ambition. That's great. So I guess you never thought about quitting?
No, but taking a huge break.
Why?
But because when things sometimes don't work out and you just give it your all, sometimes you really need a break, you know, just to remember why you're doing what you're doing, you know.
Yeah.
Never give up, but take a break if it's necessary, so you can come back stronger.
When do you think is the time, if there's a time, to like stop and to give up? Or not give up, but just to quit and do something
to
else?
Retire? When you have done everything you wanted to do, when you're satisfied, when you look around and just like...
Oui. Ah, c'était coupé? Au pire, c'est pas grave, il y a celui-là.
Some people have problems because they judge a lot, and they try to find problems when there aren't problems.
But which people? Like the other models?
Some casting directors, people at the job, like, you know, sometimes in showrooms, you know, I've met so many there that try to get you fired for nothing.
People that work in the showrooms?
In the showrooms or on the set, you know, they try to create problems. So That's what I'm saying. One time, I was in this showroom and sorry, and I was there was a casting director in the showroom, and he was like, "Oh, we really like you. We are looking for girls like you. I want you to come to Ibiza because there is this casting. But first, let me just talk with my colleagues, whatever." And the girl that was working in the showroom, she was saying, "But she doesn't have the right fit." And then the clients started to come in. The casting director was sitting with his laptop, and minding his business. And she started saying, "Her feet is too small." Started screaming it. "Let me try it. I have the right fit."
Have you ever had problems with other models? I feel like sometimes it can also be this kind of dick contest, like oh, me, I did this, me, I did that, and I earned that, and then
I feel like so many models are so insecure, and they think that being mean is actually like, they think that maybe they look confident, but you look stupid, No,
so when
real,
Iris at the
tell me that is not true.
When Iris at the casting, she sees you and says "Buona fortuna," she doesn't mean it. No, I know.
No, Maria. But tell me, they try to, answer like a baddie, a bad bitch or whatever, and they just look stupid, because they try to be mean to kind of look confident. Sorry, but it's just not it,
I think most of the people that you see at the casting, yes, they are they are probably insecure. I mean, they probably don't feel that well, because it may be a bit stressful, because there's a lot of people. Maybe there's a lot of people that also compare, so of course you don't go, I mean, of course it shouldn't be like this, but you don't go with a big smile because you're also stressed. And maybe some girls, they also just have this, they just have the modeling. So if you don't have jobs, then you have nothing.
Yeah.
So maybe that could explain it. Or maybe some people are just bitchy like this, that's all.
No, I'm saying just people that, just are not kind but are mean for no reason. Like, some people just try to make you feel bad on purpose.
But I feel like it's just a facade, because the
It
moment
is.
you try to talk to somebody, they're actually super nice.
Some.
She had bad experience.
Yeah.
But I see you also met great people, right? Because
I've met so many cute people. Yeah, I have to. You're one of them, so.
Oh, thank you. You know the UGC?
What is it?
The user-generated content. It's people that make videos. Like the brand sends a product. They make a video with the product, just saying, "Oh, it's great, blah blah blah," and trying this, and is basically like an ad, like a homemade ad. Okay, so is this something that you would be maybe willing to do if modeling doesn't really go well at some point?
Maybe also when I'm modeling, why not? My friend does that.
And she's a model.
He's a model, and he makes good money out of it. So, and also like they do pictures and post it in collaboration. That's cute. He makes good money out of it.
That's what I heard.
And he keeps also the clothes. Like he told me once that it was my friend is a really beautiful model, by the way, and he works a lot, in the modeling industry. And it's like, "Oh, they gave me this coat and they pay me 400 euros to do 4 photos. And he keeps the coat. And they found him because he's a model.
So they don't only take influencers.
But he has 10K of followers. He doesn't have a small audience. So
would you like to get big also on social media?
Yeah. Because it helps at our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you also have a strategy for that?
Doing videos on TikTok, promote them, and then just let it go with the flow, you know what I mean?
So you use TikTok?
Yeah, I do a lot. But sometimes, I'm very busy and I can't, post stuff. I prefer to post stuff that has sense,
Like what?
I don't know, blogs, cute videos, but, with stuff written in it that has sense, that makes sense, and that reflects the person that I am. I want to be true to myself, to what I'm, putting out, and not just posting stuff just to post.
Yeah, because I feel like your for your Instagram, I feel like you use it more of like
Instagram,
a business.
I'm just modeling.
Yeah, it's the portfolio kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, like I wanted because casting directors looks at it a lot, and I wanted to really be professional.
Does your agency tell you what to post and what to not post?
Okay. No.
They don't give you advice or.
Just tag the right people. But I just, since, as I said before, I follow a lot of photographers, and sometimes they also write to me and I write to them and we collaborate, whatever, and I want them to just look at my profile and I want them to perceive me as a real model, not just real model that works. And I don't want to, post stuff that can distract them from it.
So if no personal life.
Sometimes in my stories. But if I want, maybe one day I will create another account and post my dumb pictures.
Did you learn this from somebody that you had to?
My old friends, they were like, oh, you're a model. You should, just give this aura and whatever. And I was like, because at first I was posting dumb pictures, even embarrassing pictures. I swear to you, I have it in my phone still. My God. And then I was like, oh my God, you're right. Because the more you work, the more people see your Instagram, and so many people see your Instagram that you don't even know,
Yeah.
It's kind of your introduction for the casting director. And then I was like, okay, you're right, and I've seen it. I've seen good results. When I was on a set, there was this big designer, and the casting director, she doesn't follow the model that they were talking about. And they were like, this is the model, through Instagram. She was introducing a model to the designer through Instagram.
Yeah, because the Instagram was very professional and
instead of the site of the agency.
Yeah. Because there's also maybe more pictures as well. And
yeah, so it's really important to keep it professional.
Earlier, we spoke French a bit. I didn't know that you were speaking French. Yeah. So how many languages do you speak? 3, 4?
3. What? French? My God, I used to speak, way better before, but then I stopped, going to Paris, unfortunately. But I will go again in July.
Ah, you go for sure?
Okay. Yeah, because I got my PhD and that was my gift, going to Paris again. But I think it's the 5th time.
Damn, you're like a Parisian now.
Oh, I wish.
Really Parisian girl.
My God, whoa, it's beautiful. Paris is just something else.
Would you like to work there?
Yeah.
So you're trying to find an agency?
Yeah.
But you didn't find one
Not yet.
Okay. But it's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
And you would like to do a stay, like 2-3 months, or actually go?
Also some weeks, not because I also love Milano.
You are from Milano?
No. Parma.
Okay. I've never been.
It's like 1 hour and 20 of train.
Okay. With the languages, what I wanted to ask you is this skill that helps you book jobs as well? No.
No.
Not here, at least.
Not here. I just, also English, I've learned it because I was bored. Because my mom, she speaks English, she speaks broken English, whatever, and some Nigerian, of course, but I just can hear it. If you speak Nigerian, I can understand it, but I can speak it because she wanted us to really learn Italian 100%, So then when I was starting, to be 14, I started to learn on my own English. And then when it was the COVID, I wanted to learn French because I was like, I'm going to live in Paris one day. I was bored. I was bored during COVID. Oh my God.
The stuff people do when they're bored.
For real. No.
Let me just learn a language. Okay.
When I went to Paris, once I met two agencies, and they appreciated I was speaking French. When you speak French in Paris, they are more kind to you. I don't know why.
Do you think it's possible to really make it here if you don't speak Italian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to know something crazy? My friend, she's 100% Italian, but she has to lie at castings and say that she is from, um, Russia, because they don't want to book Italian models that much.
Why is that?
I don't know. That is dumb. I don't know why.
They
Or
want-
some models don't get booked because they look too Italian. Also,
There's-
famous models talked about this. Like, for example, Bianca Balti. She's beautiful, but people didn't want to book her because she looked too Italian.
Maybe because the trend is to have more diverse people as well. So
I don't
to
have
show
idea.
that you're open or something.
I don't have idea.
I mean, good for you. You don't look Italian, so it's fine.
Thank God.
And you can get all the jobs you want. During the speaking about that, during the shoots or maybe not the fashion shows, do you have let's say a survival bag that you bring for
Yeah.
your skin and hair?
Yeah. Yeah. I always bring my makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I always do, because oh my God, I don't let them touch my hair
You had bad experience with that, or is just that
at this
you know?
show.
I mean, it was a show.
Yeah,
I
but-
also had a bad experience. with
Your
it,
hair
but-
were beautiful that day.
Yeah, but it's because somebody else did it. My hairdresser. He was super nice. He was very lovely, but it was his first time dealing with this type of hair. So he was very stressed, which I can understand. And I mean, the guy was from Taiwan. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't really.
But
It makes sense.
you have to grow up with this hair to know how to manage it, and sometimes you don't even know how.
Even if I still don't really know what I'm doing. So
When I did a fashion show in December, I told them I do my hair because they don't know how to do it.
So you're the one telling them.
Yeah.
It's not them that tell you, can you do your hair, please? It's
I
usually-
do. And when I was on the set, the hairstylist looked at me really bad and was like, I'm so sorry, but I need to feel good about my hair because I know it. Because if you mess it up, it's messed up, you know? For example, if you put too much water in it, they're messed up for the whole day. There is nothing you can do to just bring them back. They become way shorter and it's horrible. So just no, I'm handle it. Unless you want to do something very specific.
Is this something that you learned through the years?
Yeah,
Or-
because they messed it up so many times, and the pictures were horrible. Sometimes I couldn't even use it. Sometimes I couldn't even watch it.
Do you know why? Is it because here during their
They don't know how to
training,
do it. They don't know how to style it. They don't know.
they don't learn?
Yeah, and sometimes they really just mess it up, and they put products that even after the show or the shooting or whatever, you know, you go home and it's messed up for some days. Like for real, because they use products that are damaging.
I feel like it's you have less of you can not have an argument with them if you just say, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna come with my hair done. That way you
Yeah.
don't have to argue
Yeah.
if you don't like it or if
Yeah.
something happens,
But
right?
sometimes I really do understand the hairstylists. I just really go to them and just like, I'm so sorry, but please understand me, because you know it's their job, you know, and they don't get the credits.
Yeah.
And I feel bad, but I don't care. Like I need to just do my stuff. You know what I mean? This is my job, so you don't mess up my job.
Yeah, and you're right. You really should feel confident enough. I mean, you should really like the way you look to look good also in the pictures, I guess, because you can see if you don't feel confident.
Yeah, and
I
also
think.
like it's important because hair, it's very important for the whole look, you know. And you never know who's gonna see you, and you want to always look your best.
Yeah, I want to finish with some quick questions. Yes, no,
Okay.
or one word.
Okay.
Not a phrase, I just want one.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
A brand you would love to work with.
Dolce & Gabbana.
That was
Versace.
fast. Oh!
My God. And again from Mina Muaddi.
You have to choose one.
Campaign. Okay. Dolce & Gabbana.
The first one.
Versace. Both.
Okay, both. Dolce, Versace. A brand you would absolutely refuse to work with.
Right now, I don't know. I never thought about it.
The best city you think would get you the more opportunities?
New York.
What do you think is the best age to start modeling?
Whenever you feel that is for you.
Whenever you... No, it's good. Because it really depends on your maturity as well. So.
Yeah, and also some things you feel it when it's time to do it.
Yeah. Have you ever been jealous of another model?
No.
A topic you would like to speak about if you were famous? What was I saying
earlier? Abuse, racism, and the casting directors being so mean sometimes. So mean. For example, once I was in this casting and there was this girl that didn't speak Italian, and the casting director started to insulting her, like literally insulting her so bad. Yeah, because just she forgot her book. I guess you gotta be smart and kind of always have your back to don't let those things really get to affect you, kind of.
Definitely,
You know,
yeah.
you really have to be a strong person, but in life in general.
Yeah, just let things flow. Be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. And always remember who you are. Don't let them, mess you up.
And also in this context, maybe the person in front of you is tired. They've been doing this for maybe 2 full days. They're stressed because they didn't find anybody. I don't know. You never know what's going on in their lives, right? So maybe sometimes they could just be angry for nothing, but just because they're having a bad day or something. So
True.
It's not really about yourself. I mean, I think it's good to tell you that. It's not about me. It's just the person in front that's having a bad day. You said racism as well. What's your experience?
Personally, thank God, I still didn't experience nothing that is really and truly traumatizing. But I know so many girls that really goes through hard stuff just because they are, I don't know, just from a different ethnicity, and people just be so mean and they don't give you the job, or they give them the job and they just I don't know, just make them feel bad about who they are.
Do you think it reflects the vibe that's in, I'm not gonna say Italy, but in Milan, outside of the modeling world? Would you say here people
everywhere?
are racist?
It's everywhere, this stuff, everywhere. But sometimes, also in modeling, it is really hurting because your job, it's all about the way that you look. Well, not all about the way that you look, but mostly the way that you look. And maybe you already have your insecurities and, the things that should make you stronger, they use it to hurt you. It's horrible.
But don't you think in modeling there's a separation between brown like you and black? Because I feel like it is kind of a good point to be brown because it's inclusivity.
One of my friends is way darker than me. I think she's beautiful, and she has a different hair texture. She has, a different type of hair, like afro, and she doesn't work for this reason. Their agency told them, you are too dark and your hair is, not the texture that we like, so you go only for showroom. And she can't do nothing about it.
Not even shows?
No.
I feel like
and she's tall.
Okay.
And she's so skinny. And she's beautiful.
But she doesn't book shows.
They don't give her for this reason.
They don't give her the opportunity. They don't...
Not even the casting. Only showroom for shows.
Yeah.
Just for that reason. When she was telling me this, I was heartbroken for her.
The problem is that it's not the fault of the agencies. It's not the fault of the clients. I don't even know. I feel like it just reflects the society and what's trendy or not.
Kind of, yeah.
And I feel like for us it's easy because you're not too white, you're not too black, and it's like kind of in the middle, and then it's just you're trying to sell products in a mostly white society. But maybe it's just that it's the market here as well. Like you said, New York might be a good city. Maybe it's also a good city for people of color.
They said that also, like for me, for example, I wouldn't work that much in Paris. I would probably work only for beauty. But I love Paris. But I go anywhere.
And it's good
Anyway.
if you have beauty.
Yeah, they pay a lot with beauty campaigns, a lot. But with the whole profile, they say that I look more American.
One word to describe castings. How would you qualify it?
Stimulating.
Oh, interesting. You know what? I put, when you say good luck to other girls at casting, do you really mean it? Yes
No.
or no? I knew this.
No. No. Unless you're my friend, no. No.
Of course not. I want the job.
Period.
All right. I'm a production house, brand, photographer, whatever.
Okay.
We have to shoot once, okay?
Once, okay.
And then I tell you I'm gonna use AI to generate content for the next few years, let's say. You would accept this even
I
if
would, but you give me the rights.
Okay. Did you ever have an offer for this, like people using AI to...
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Because this is offers that we start getting in France. So that's why I wanted to ask.
No way.
Yeah. And for now, the prices are not really high.
No. No. That's nasty.
But don't you think it's gonna get more and more normal?
It is going to. And that is so sad, honestly, because I feel like modeling is a form of art. Women, especially, bring, the magic to this world. It's not only beauty, especially in the 90s, It was harder then to be a model and whatever, but it was more beautiful because, they wanted you to express yourself more on the walk and whatever. And there are top models, like, I don't know, Kate Moss, because they bring this magic that it's just human nature, like even paintings. It's never the same, when it's made through technology. Sad.
It's funny because we watched a video about a guy doing comment on dit un sondage? A survey.
Okay.
And he showed two paintings to people. And he was like, this one is human made and this one is AI made.
And it was the same.
It was actually, I think it was the opposite. People were like, oh, the human made is better because it reflects emotions.
The emotion, the soul.
Yes, but in the end, the human made was actually AI. He just lied. So they were like, okay.
But it's different.
The modeling is in the eye.
It's in the eye, it's in the way that you move, it's in the way that you bring life to clothes. I don't care, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
I think
when
for
you do
now,
something with your heart, it's always different.
I feel like for now it's different, but I think at some point it's just gonna get so close to looking real that... Anyway, we're here right now.
I don't want to even think about it.
But you don't think about this?
I don't want to think about it because in the end, I try not to think about stuff that I can change. I just show up in the world and do my stuff. Try to create always a better life for myself and doing things that I enjoy and literally create my dream life. And then I'm fine.
Sure. And anyway, you also have a plan B. You can be a journalist. So. If something happens, Do you think it's actually important to, I guess you do, to have like a backup plan?
I think so, but never lose the faith in yourself and in the fact that in this world everything can happen. Never lose the faith.
Okay, so backup, like really backup, but then you still
give it your all,
give 100%
to your dream.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Last question, my dear. You have a daughter. She wants to be a model.
Okay.
What do you say? What do you tell her?
I saw this video once and it was beautiful. And there was this mom that was making her daughter write to herself love letters. Yeah.
That's very
So
cute.
I would start to make I would always compliment my baby, tell her she's beautiful and whatever, and literally make her sit down and write to herself love letters. I want to make her, I want to literally, from really like 4 years, start to literally grow up and literally grow up with self-love. Because if you love yourself and you grow up with that self-love, your life really changes and gets better.
Is there any advice you would give her as well? Or
I think everything that I said before.
the moment she's confident and she loves herself, it should be fine.
Yep. And never compare herself to nobody. She's herself, she goes wherever she goes because she's meant to be there and she's meant to be herself. Period.
Finito!
Finish. It's over.
No outro.